best heavy week, the best professional wrestling discussion on the internet, World Wrestling Entertainment, TNA Wrestling, Ring of Honor, and much more. This, ladies and gentlemen, is In the Hot Seat with your host, Fort Miners Project.
Alright, what's going on, guys, and welcome to another edition of In the Hot Seat. And this week I got another great show lined up for you guys. And this week I got a returning guest host, and would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, guys. I'm iammclovin155. I've been on here like 4 times now. Hello once again.
Yeah, it's good to have you back, though. I'm pretty sure you know how this show works. I asked you some questions and like a Q&A session. And yeah, we'll work it from there. And got a couple of questions for you. And we'll start it off with the first one. And you know, with that one, what event is closest to your heart?
What event? Like pay-per-view?
Yeah, what pay-per-view event?
I really enjoyed WrestleMania 17.
Okay.
You know, it's just because of all the cool matches, all the, you know, the TLC with Edge and Christian and the Dudleys and the Hardys. That was a really good match. And Stone Cold versus The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was a really good event.
That's cool. Yeah, that's another good event. The one that really is closest to me, actually, is the previous WrestleMania. That's WrestleMania 18, and of course, you know, that was basically my first WrestleMania. There's just so many things going on, you know, with that WrestleMania, and a lot of matches to it, and it was just really something cool to see. You know, some of the matches that we had in there, we had, of course, you know, Triple H and Chris Jericho for the Undisputed Championship, of course, when he came back too. We had the Undertaker and Ric Flair as well in that match too. Of course, we had Rock and Hogan, another, you know, with the whole classic stare down and their whole confrontation, which was cool. You know, just, you know, name some of those few matches, and you know, there was so many of them, and there's a lot to it, and it was definitely, you know, one of my favorite WrestleManias of all time, and so that's one of them that, you know, is closest to my heart. Next question I got for you, and with this one is, what are your overall thoughts on, you know, of course, you know, for 2/21/11, of course, Triple H's return and The Undertaker's return as well?
A lot of people don't like this. Some people do. So I'm one of the people that is okay with it. I think it's okay that Undertaker came back. A lot of people are saying it was Sting, but yeah, Undertaker came back, and then Triple H comes out 1 minute after Undertaker just returns. And I didn't see that coming. I thought Triple H was going to come back. And as a Triple H mark, you know, big fan of him. He's my favorite wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
I really, I went apeshit. I started marking out. I was really happy. And
Yeah.
you know, I'm happy for the match. A lot of people don't like the stare down. But hey, these guys already proved themselves that they're great, you know?
Yeah.
They don't have to do all that much. You know, they're really good wrestlers, really good wrestling names, you know, pretty much icons.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, they put on a good match at WrestleMania 17 10 years ago, so they can do it again. And I don't think Triple H is going to break the streak, though.
Yeah. If anything, he'll probably come close yet again, and now, the only thing I don't know about this, if, you know, HBK is going to get involved, we saw, you know, the DX chop from Triple H, so maybe we'll see, you know, one more last one with DX, and, you know, having Shawn Michaels come in and a special guest referee. So I don't mind this. I think the match will actually be, you know, a good match, and with this whole rematch thing. So I'm interested on the build-up and to see, you know, what else is to come. So it's definitely going to be interesting. I don't, you know, mind it at all. I was hoping it would be Sting, but, you know, of course, Triple H came back, so I'm fine with that. So I'm looking forward to what else is to come. And that's basically it with that. Getting into the next question, what are your overall thoughts on John Morrison? What do you think is expected, and what's to come next for John Morrison?
I think John Morrison is a very good worker, a very good performer, incredible athlete. Like, I mean, this guy has everything. Like, well, yeah, he should work on his mic skills, but he's someone like Chris Benoit, who, you know, he won his world title in 2004, and only then, you know, he started working on his mic skills, and then, you know, his mic skills became okay. But, you know, talent-wise, he's good. He can work in the ring, and, you know, he's definitely paid his dues. He's worked hard to get to where he is, but, you know, it's WWE, they don't want to pull the trigger on him because, you know, they might as well go with John Cena than just panic and go with John Morrison versus The Miz at WrestleMania. And a lot of people would have liked John Morrison, and a lot of people are pissed because Cena won and is main eventing his 7th consecutive WrestleMania. And that's crazy. It's just his 7th WrestleMania. I know that, you know, I understand it's profit. You know, it's for the kids. John Cena's the biggest name running right now in wrestling, but it wouldn't have hurt to give it to John Morrison, give him the main event. And, you know, but hey, John Cena's main eventing again. You know, most likely will win the title, beat The Miz. But John Morrison, he's a guy who definitely deserves to win the title this year, somewhere around this year, like at the end of 2011 or like summer. I wouldn't be upset, but the guy deserved it. You know, he's very talented, and you know, he's one of my favorite wrestlers today.
Yeah, he's definitely one of my favorites, and he's really been working his ass off and trying to prove himself. He had a good matchup with The Miz, and you know, this could have been his rematch with him. His first big break basically was at TLC 2010, and you know, getting the you know, the contract and becoming #1 contender. But of course, you know, once Royal Rumble came around, I thought he was gonna, you know, come back and, you know, win it and then get another shot, but that didn't happen. And Elimination Chamber was his next place to, you know, get back at it, but, you know, of course that didn't happen, and John Cena did win. And yeah, so it's really a shame. You know, hopefully sometime throughout this year, and you know, he'll get a chance to become, you know, WWE champion, and you know, have a good title on with it. So, you know, definitely I do think he should, you know, work on his mic skills definitely a little bit more, and you know, once he got to that, I think, you know, he's pretty much set. So yeah, so I'm sure, you know, sometime by, you know, before at least the end of 2011, I'm sure John Morrison will have its shot, and who knows, even will become, you know, the next WWE champion. So I would expect, you know, more great things out of John Morrison for this year. And you know, with the next question we got here, of course, going into more returns, of course, we saw Christian come back at the Elimination Chamber, as well as Trish Stratus, you know, announcing that she would be on Tough Enough. And what are your overall thoughts on, you know, Christian and Trish Stratus also returning?
My thoughts on the returns?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I like the returns. Christian, I didn't see him coming. Like it was great though. I was really happy. He was beating the living shit out of Alberto Del Rio, and that was pretty funny. It was a good return. I just thought they were gonna put him in the chamber. Big Show, I kind of thought they were gonna put him in the chamber, which they did end up putting. But Trish, it's great that she's hosting Tough Enough, a really good women's wrestler, really good legend in the women's wrestling history. You know, she was one of the best women's wrestlers of all time, including Lita. So it's good to have her hosting. And but the thing is, the crowd in the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, I don't know. I think the audience was a little bit not good. You know, they were like booing. They didn't know how to like cheer at the certain times. It wasn't the best crowd. You know, I'm not saying it against the people. I'm just saying the crowd that I heard wasn't all that great.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
But if it was something like Raw, it probably would have been on a Raw. You know, they have a return, and but Trish did botch a couple times in the. It wasn't a match, but when she was fighting against Layla and Michelle McCool, she botched the what's it called? A couple of her moves, but it's all right. You know, it's Trish. She's all right. She's okay, and I'm happy for her.
Yeah, that's good. I was really happy that they both came back, and you know, hopefully this thing with Christian, you know, since he attacked Alberto Del Rio and helping Edge out, you know, during the Elimination Chamber, So, I would think, hopefully, we'll make this a triple threat, and this triple threat will happen. So we'll have Christian, Alberto Del Rio, and Edge all, in that matchup for the World Heavy Championship at WrestleMania. So, that's going to be, actually really crazy since I like all those guys. What's that?
If you don't mind,
Yeah.
what if Christian, this is like part of the storyline, what if this turns out to be a triple threat for the world title? Alberto Del Rio versus Edge versus Christian, and Christian like says he's out of the tag team. Edge has gone on to win 11 world titles, and Christian's never won a world championship in the WWE. And maybe that could be part of the storyline, or make him the fan favorite, or make him a heel. I want to see this match happen. And
yeah, same here.
It has the potential to be a good match.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully they can do something like that, and tell a good story, and maybe having your tag team or something for a little while, and end it there or something like that. So that definitely would be really cool. As for Trish Stratus, I definitely, really enjoyed her returning, even though she botched a little bit, but, that's fine. It has been, quite some time she's been, in the WWE, so, I can, understand that, but I'm definitely looking forward onto what she's going to do at Tough Enough, and, what's going to be happening there. So I'm really excited for Tough Enough this year. We got Trish Stratus, Booker T, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm not too sure if that's it or not, but maybe we'll probably get more probably legends or something in there. But, Tough Enough as well this season is looking to be great. So yeah, that basically has to do with all the 4 questions. Is there anything else that you want to, give your final thoughts on?
That was actually pretty much it.
Okay.
Thanks for having me, and
No problem.
yeah, maybe next time we'll have another one of these.
Yeah, probably.
Hot seats.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, that definitely has to do it for this week's edition in the hot seat, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.